Hi friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee and today I'm going to teach you how to make bakery style muffins. I would say that muffins rank really high on my most made baked goods here on the homestead. I make muffins all the time. I have numerous muffin recipes and I really like a tall, big fluffy muffin. Oh, my absolute favorite. They're so impressive when you're giving them to people, and when people come over and you offer them a muffin, they're very impressive. And so I just think it's an excellent kitchen skill to be able to make that big, tall, fluffy, quintessential bakery muffin. So I'm going to teach you some tricks today to help you do that. First, I'm going to show you how to make those tulip liners. It's much cheaper to make them yourselves than purchasing them. All you do is take a square of parchment paper. I'll come closer. A square of parchment paper, and you make 2 slits here. Rotate it. Make 2 slits. And then the layers, when you put it in the tin, overlap each other and make that like tulip shape for your muffin. That's it. It's so easy. And so I already went ahead and made them for the muffin batch that we're going to make right now. I'm not including a muffin recipe in this video because this tip applies to your favorite muffin recipe. Whatever muffin you're making, you can use these tips. And so here I've got my freshly milled chocolate chip muffins. This is actually a recipe that I've been developing to put on my website because I want to make more freshly milled flour content. So we'll see how these turn out. Hopefully good because I'm filming this. But all right, so first tip. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees. We're not going to keep it that hot the entire time, but that's where it's going to start. So 425. Next, you want to keep one spot free, open, available. I happen to have 2 because I don't think I'm going to end up having enough batter for all of these. We'll find out. But you want to make sure you keep at least one spot available. Next, you want to fill your individual little muffin tins all the way up. And this is really it. This is all the tips I give you help, but this is the really big one. Like, you cannot get a big bakery style muffin if you don't do this. You really have got to fill each individual spot all the way up in order to get a big, impressive bakery style muffin. That's really important. If you're following just a standard muffin recipe, you may end up with fewer overall muffins this way, but you will end up getting that really nice, big, impressive muffin. Now, just to further that like bakery feeling, I love to put a little coarse sugar on top. I think it's called turbinado. Is it turbinado sugar? Whatever it is, I've got a jar of it. I clearly have not used it in a while. Let me just chisel away at it here. So I love to put this on top of my muffins, this really coarse sugar, because I think it just makes it look even more like a muffin that you would get from the bakery. And so I just sprinkle it right on top, and it looks so good when it's done. Okay, that looks beautiful. Next trick. I want you to add just a splash of water to the empty spot that you left. I don't usually even fill it up halfway. You don't need that much. And if you fill it up too high, you run the risk of it spilling into one of the spots. All right, so we have each muffin spot filled all the way up. We've got our cute little tulip liners that we made. We've got a spot filled with about a quarter of the way with water. We have our oven preheated to 425 degrees. You are going to bake these at 425 degrees for 5 minutes. And then after the 5 minutes, without opening the oven, you are going to drop the temperature to 375 and bake them the rest of the way. For these, it'll take about 10 additional minutes. It just depends on what your muffin is, how long you're going to bake it. Follow your recipe. Do not open the oven door when you drop the temperature because you have built steam in there, and the steam is going to help puff up your muffin and really help it rise. I have also heard people throw an ice cube into the bottom of their oven to help produce the steam and really help it puff up quickly. I have never done that, but I know that people get great results doing that, so you can do that as well. Putting the water in the cup has always worked for me. So we are going to go ahead and pop these in the oven, and then I'll show you guys what they look like. I started making dinner while they were in the oven, and I did not set a timer, so they're a little brown. So here we've got, I love doing the little tulip parchment paper liner because it's so easy. It comes off so easily. And just look at that muffin top. It's so much like the store-bought where you can just lift the top right off. And I was telling somebody in my Bible study about this the other day, and they were like, oh, the muffin tops are the best part. I'm like, I know, right? And I absolutely love having this skill under my belt. I love being able to make a really nice, big, puffy muffin, and they taste really, really good too. It's kind of hard to see because they're brown, but you do have the sugar on top there too. I could have even gone a little heavier on the sugar, I think, but there you go. Yum! Ooh, they're too hot for me to eat right now, unfortunately, because I'm dying to take a bite. I've said before that the smell of onions and garlic and peppers sauteing in a pan is like one of my absolute favorite smells, and I would have to say that chocolate chip muffins baking in the oven is real high on that list for like favorite smells. So good. It makes the house smell amazing. So I'm making creamy cabbage soup for dinner tonight. That recipe's on my website. I'll link it down in the description, and we are going to have chocolate chip muffins for dessert. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, you guys. I hope you give these tricks a try and make your own bakery style muffins at home. I can't wait to see you in my next one. Have faith and keep moving forward. Bye, friends.